Fabrizio Romano just dropped a bombshell. As if being a Chelsea fan isn't entertaining enough with all the defeats that we're suffering, all of a sudden, Mudryk to Chelsea is a realistic option. Chelsea's board is in Poland discussing a verbal agreement of 100 million euros to bring Mudryk to Chelsea. Number 2, Ruud van Nistelrooy is openly discussing the fact that Noni is going to be leaving PSV and there is no way you could stop a big club. And guess who's interested in him? Chelsea. There's a release clause, they can't do nothing about it. And finally, Matt Law reveals something in his article. Joao Felix is not a short-term target, he is a long-term target. The reason why Atletico actually re-signed him on an extra year, Cholo's not leaving, and the ramifications for the rest of the squad. Today's video is massive, you'd be foolish to be leaving right about now. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and when I say this is a jam-packed video, well, you heard the intro. It is jam-packed and all of you are going to enjoy it. But before you get that treat, sometimes you gotta burn those extra calories before you get to that brownie, you know what I mean? And it's very easy what you gotta do in this case. Hit that like button, we're aiming for 1,000. Number 2, subscribe to the channel because we're aiming for 50k by the end of this year because we're going to hit it, yes we are. And number 3, in the pinned comment is my Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram, hit me up with a DM of any football question. I usually respond to you guys via a voice note or by message. And it's a great way to build the community, build our network, and start talking to football fans out there because that's what we love to do, right? That's why we're watching these videos, that's why I'm making this content. Let's move on with the video. When it comes to Fabrizio Romano, he has went from extremely reliable to an absolute tap-in merchant. So when he comes out with his own information at this moment in time, one would say, what the hell is going on? What do we know about Mudryk and this saga? We know the guy's been twerking to join Arsenal non-stop. We also know Matt Law came out around a week ago and said that Chelsea's owners are actually very surprised about the reaction from the fan base and the media to the fact that they inquired about Mudryk, because essentially they're just looking at a nice talent. Look, Arsenal's looking at him, evidently a good talent. Why don't we look at him and see and test the waters? Then Chelsea lost another forward for 3 games in Joao Felix for getting sent off. And what does it mean? Chelsea are once again short with attackers. So Chelsea decided, hold on, let's go and try get this player. So Fabrizio Romano is coming out with news that no one else has come out with, by the way. This is breaking from Fabrizio. Fabrizio saying Chelsea's representatives are in Poland. They're discussing a move for Mudryk to join Chelsea for 100 million euros. And the ball is in Mudryk's court. Guys, this is very simple, right? I think this is Mudryk's agent telling Arsenal, hurry the hell up and bid what's needed. I don't believe that this move is going to happen. Reason being is Mudryk wants Arsenal. Arsenal want Mudryk. It's got to the point where Arsenal aren't buckling under the pressure of Shakhtar. They're not paying the 100 million euros. So now, these lot, I'm trying to make Chelsea look like the mugs that are gonna go and chase. I could be completely wrong, but this is what I think is happening. Because Mudryk has basically signed for Arsenal verbally. Not only is my man, posting pictures of himself in an Arsenal kit. Not only is he saying free Mudryk. Not only is he following gal in London. He's absolutely following girls in London on Instagram and not hiding it. This guy wants to come here and live his best life. Enjoy it. But Chelsea have got no chance. I'm telling you now, this deal, if he joins Chelsea, it's because the Arsenal deal can't go through. That's my personal opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you guys the truth because I'm not going to be sitting here and lying to you guys and feeding you false truth. Unless something drastically has changed, I don't know whether this deal is going to go through. He isn't going to be an Arsenal player. Don't take this the wrong way, it's the honest truth. Story number 2 is a little bit more realistic and it's one that we actually have to pay a lot of attention to. So what do we know about Noni? We know, like I covered yesterday, he's an England _21 international. He's been okay at PSV, played 50 games, 11 goals, decent return. But the issue with him is he's ridiculously injury prone. And Chelsea once again are making that mistake that I was talking about yesterday in the video where why would you go after injury prone players and then get upset at the medical staff when these players continue to be injury prone? It doesn't make sense. The math's not mathing and a lot of you aren't understanding what I'm talking about. Because the reality is when he comes and gets injured, a lot of people are going to get angry. But I don't understand why you're getting angry when the factors, the information that is provided to you from the outset is this player's an injury prone player. But Chelsea is linked with him very strongly and 2 pieces of information have come out. The secret scout on Twitter, he's very reputable when it comes to young players, and his knowledge and his inside information is absolutely phenomenal. He says that sources close to him have said there is a release clause for Noni, and when a big club comes to activate it, it usually gets activated and the PSV can't do anything about it. The Daily Mirror is reporting quotes from Ruud van Nistelrooy, and the quotes are as follows. It goes along the lines of, Ruud van Nistelrooy says there is nothing they can do when a big club comes. They need to find a replacement and they would prefer to keep him, but there's literally nothing they can do. This stinks of the two stories adding together and Noni becoming the... Because Chelsea want to buy young, they want to buy the next best thing. Following that, Chelsea don't want to pay over the odds. This is why I don't believe in the Mudryk deal right now. They rather pay something like 35 million. Vivil really rates him. Now you see the story adding up, right? This is what I thought the kind of business we would be doing. Mudryk now has blown up to a point where you're paying 100 million. It doesn't make sense to go out of your depth and pay 100 million euros to bring this kid in. This deal is going to happen. I think this is the deal that is most definitely going to happen out of the two if you're going to start comparing and want me to make a guess. Ruud van Nistelrooy's comments are absolutely concrete. When someone says that so openly, you know the deal was close, or you know that deal is already done, matter of fact. Finally, the news that has got me very excited, and it's the news that I absolutely adore. The fact that Joao Felix's move is just not a rent. We're not just renting the car, we've got every intention of buying him. We've literally just said, hold this, wait, take him for now, let's see how he is, and then we're gonna make him a permanent. He's on trial, basically, that's how I'm viewing it. So what do we know? We know that Cholo Simeone is not going to be leaving Atletico Madrid. He is not going to be forced out of Atletico. He's happy there. This is his home and he's going to be staying. We know that the relationship with Joao Felix and Cholo is non-existent. We know this information and it's public information. What else do we know? We know the fact that Felix wanted to come to London, wanted to play in England, and more importantly, he jumped at the opportunity to come to Chelsea because of the project. That's what's being fed to us through the media. Whether that's true or not, we don't know, but we have to take it at face value because he's a Chelsea player. He looked very happy when he played his first game and he was expressing himself greatly. Matt Law now is coming out and saying if Chelsea want to, that deal's there to be made. They can sign him on a permanent in the summer. They've not ruled it out. It's literally how he does. The player is keen, his agent's got a great relationship with Chelsea. Atletico and Chelsea have a great relationship from past players that they have dealt between each other. And the big issue here is, it's the players that are other than Felix that need to watch their back. Players are basically on trial from now to the end of the season. Pulisic, Ziyech, their careers at Chelsea are basically done. They're going to be Raheem Sterling and Kai Havertz, Mason Mount. They're basically fighting for their futures at this moment. Chelsea are going in one direction with this ownership group, and they want to be the best club in the world. That is what the PR statement is coming out from the club. Potter is building that team right now. Whether we agree with Potter or not, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not all Potter's fault. There is a lot of things wrong within this team. And a lot of players are fighting for their future. And Kai Havertz is one of them. Yes, you lot say I'm a fanboy. Yes, you lot say I love the player and that I never give him slack. I give him too much slack, actually. I'm telling you now, Kai is fighting for his career at Chelsea. He needs to step up in the last 6 months and carry Chelsea as close to top 4 as possible. He needs to make a statement, then Chelsea will offer him a new deal and he gets to re-sign. Other than that, there are so many players. They're keen to get rid of Koulibaly if they can. They believe they made a mistake on that deal. They are keen to bring some midfielders in this window, and that Matt Law is saying that we're going to get potentially 3 more players. 3 players, I think, like I said before, is a right back, a centre midfielder, and it's a left or right winger. This makes sense. Noni or Mudryk, a midfielder, I don't know who they're going to get in, and a right back to cover Reece James. Other than that, guys, this was the Kavkas View. This was an impromptu video. I didn't even plan this. I literally turned on my camera and started talking. I think it went really well. Hope you lot liked the video. Hit the like button. We're aiming for 1,000 likes like I always say. I'm going to go to my nan's house, eat some delicious food, and edit this video and see some fam. But you guys better be grateful because I'm telling you now, I'm missing out on family time to give you guys an impromptu video. See you guys later. Peace out. See you for the match review tomorrow. Bye.